On today's video, we're making Korean barbecue pork wings on my very own pellet grill over here. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video as I've got a tip that's going to make these nice and juicy. Alright guys, let's do this.
I'm making this video because a notification came up on my phone on Reddit and I thought this would make a good video. You're going to want to watch this because this has never been done on YouTube before. One of the only problems that I might face is that I might overcook them in my pellet grill. One of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to baste it with Korean Gochujang, as this is very spicy. Gochuchang is a Korean fermented chili paste commonly used in spicy Korean dishes. The challenge that we have here today is that the weather is turning and it might rain.
So what you want to do is you want to get a slit down that pork skin. Don't go too deep in, okay? So you want to find an area that you can just peel that pork skin off. I do recommend putting that pork skin into the freezer. You could probably crisp that up in your deep fryer or put it in the oven and make some crackling. Everybody loves crackling, okay? So let's do this. Let's get it all off. So as you can see, I'm slowly working my way through that fat and muscle, slowly peeling away at that skin, being careful not to cut at the flesh of the pork hock. Good tip is to make sure your knives are sharp. I use Japanese Dramica steel knives. I find that they're the sharpest knives other than a butcher knife. Okay, so we're just working our way around like this, working our way slowly but carefully, working out which part of the meat needs to come off and which part doesn't. So just keep going. All right, I'll show you when it's done. Okay, there we have it. Our pork hock has been de-skinned. So just keep cutting around. Yes, you will lose a little bit of meat, but to make these pork wings, you have to make them look like a wing, right? It's just one of the things you're gonna have to do, so just get in there, cut it all out. All right, I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so if we have a closer look, as you can see, cut it right around and made it look like a drumstick, okay? Next, I'm going to prepare the rest of the pork hocks, and then I'll show you what I've done at the end. It's now time to get the Rum Que Rib Rocker out, give that a rub up, and then chuck on some Korean Gochujang. Okay, now that the pork wings have been rubbed up with the Rum Que Rib Rocker, we can get on to the next step. Now onto the Gochuchang Korean Fermented Chili Paste. Let's apply that now. Okay, we're going to start off with this one. Now flip it and do the back. And there we have it, one has been done. We have the pork wings, they're all gochujang all over it, ready to go into the barbecue. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your temperature gauge into the meat so that you can gauge when it's cooked, because one of the problems that we could run into here is that meat could overcook and burn. One of the things that we want to do here today is we want to open the barbecue back up, okay? And we want to get a temperature probe, okay? And the next thing you want to do is you want to get that temperature probe all the way in there. It might be a bit difficult, just be careful not to burn yourself when you're doing it. And now push the tray back in Close the barbecue. So we're looking for a temperature of 63 degrees Celsius. That's the internal temperature, then we know it's cooked. Now I want to mix my black and white sesame seeds together, as that's what I'm putting on the top when it's cooked. Okay, now I just like to mix my sesame seeds together. There we go, nice and mixed. Next, we're going to want to cut up our scallions. In New Zealand, we call them spring onions. So along with the sesame seeds, so this will finish the Korean barbecue pork wings. Okay, now we need to swap the trays around. So that's something that we'll do right now. Let's get in there, swap the trays around. The next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull out a tray like this. So just pull out the tray like that, okay? You're going to get them, and you're just going to turn them, okay? So they need to be turned in order to evenly cook. Push that one back in there. Pull this tray out. Get this one, give that a good turn here, and then get the one with the temperature gauge. Give that a good turn as well, and then back in the barbecue and close the door. That's all you need to do. Looks like the Korean barbecue pork wings are ready to come out now, so let's get them out. Next, we're going to want to get that barbecue sauce. We just want to be able to coat, nice light coating, okay? You want to go too liberal on it, just enough to flavour it up, give it some sweetness, help those sesame seeds stick to the surface of this beautiful Korean barbecue pork wings, okay? So we're just going to do them. Do the top side first. A little tip for you is get your barbecue sauce and add a little bit of water to it to make it a bit more pliable. Don't make it too runny, just enough that it can get on a basting brush and do its job. And we're just going to give that another flip. Flip. Next, what we're going to want to do is we're going to coat those with the black and white sesame seeds. So just going over it. Don't be too liberal. Coat them. Like that. Again. Sprinkle on top. And then back full circle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And we'll just do the next ones and then we can line them up. Last but not least, we can't forget about the scallions. So again, you know, don't be too fussy about it. Just put your scallions on top here. Okay, just get them on top. And just make sure they look good on top. And there we have it. Okay guys, I'm going to give these Korean barbecue pork wings a try. They look absolutely amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better result myself, but as the famous barbecue gamer says, we've got to try these. So I'm going to pick this one up, just going to give it a bite. They're quite... barbecue smoky flavour, and that that fermented chili paste is just absolutely incredible. The crunch of the sesame seeds with the scallions, this goes together really, really well. I highly recommend this. My overall opinion of these is that this turned out really, really well. They look absolutely amazing. They've got those black and white sesame seeds with the scallions, flavours. It's tender and it's just absolutely beautiful. I wanted to thank you for watching my video. Until my next video, see you in the next one. it.